It really is a pleasure and an honor that the National Women's Political Caucus would consider me one of the good guys. I wish I could take some credit for it and for doing something special for women. But I guess it's just a result of my being well trained by my daughter Andrea, who's a lawyer, my wife Jean, who's been a feminist since I met her in 1952, and who decided that we were going to have the kind of relationship that did not in any way interfere with her growth and development, but that our marriage would be a real partnership. That's the way Andrea and my daughter Lisa, who's an engineer, and my daughter Paula, who's after teaching in Uganda for a year, is now teaching in the Atlanta public school system. My son Bo and I have been well trained by some very good women, and we have no choice but to be good guys. But it's more than just home training. I think all that did was open us to what really is good politics and good business. As I've made decisions as mayor, the most competent available persons for most of the jobs that I've been able to hire have been female. And as mayor, over half of my appointments have been female, and that's been because in almost every instance they were the most qualified persons available. My chief administrative officer, who administers a budget of $1.2 billion and oversees a staff of 8,000 people, is Mrs. Shirley Franklin. Our city attorney, Mrs. Marva Jones Brooks. Our commissioner of water and pollution control, Mrs. Carolyn Olson. All of these women had tremendous experience, tremendous intelligence, tremendous vitality, but had never been called upon to exercise the kind of leadership that is available to them in a city like Atlanta. It also makes good sense to have a woman as Deputy Chief of Police. And the appointment of Chief Beverly Harvard as Deputy Chief of Police makes our police force a lot more sensitive to crime. Most crime in most cities is perpetrated against women and children and the elderly. And men, frankly, are not nearly as sensitive to the problems of women, children, and the elderly as women are. And to have a Deputy Chief of Police helping to make a police force, which now is composed about 25% of women, more sensitive to the problems of women and children and the elderly, makes us have a police force that's much more efficient and effective in combating crime. I think that feminine touch also made it possible for our police force to give a kind of gentle persuasion and courteous treatment even of the most belligerent demonstrators at the Democratic National Convention and with Operation Rescue that made it possible for our city to look good under the great pressure and attention of the Democratic National Convention. And so I thank you and I appreciate the strength and the presence and the power of the National Women's Political Caucus, but in truth, it just makes good sense, and it's good business and it's good politics to be a good guy as far as you're concerned. Thank you very much, and God bless you.